Hi guys, my name is Hallie. Sorry, I have terrible lighting here. The sun keeps going in and out of clouds or whatever, and you might see like the blinds on my forehead. But my name's Hallie, and my husband's name is Brandon, and we are going to be keeping a journal of, actually like a online diary, if you will, of our IVF process. We never thought that it would come down to us having to do IVF, but apparently there's way more people in the world that have the same problems as us. So we feel not so left out, I guess. And that's kind of why, we decided that we're going to keep a diary on here. Because that way, as we're keeping a diary of our progress and what happens, people can get an idea of what IVF is like and the stresses. And obviously, you can't experience it firsthand until you go through it yourself. But you can understand a little bit, the fun, kidding, and everything else. But yeah, so my husband and I never thought we'd have to go through something like this, and it made us feel set back and really disappointed when you find out certain news. You're like, oh wow, like we're young. I'm 23, my husband's 25. We've been trying to get pregnant for almost 2 years now. Actually, it's October. Actually, I think this month is exactly 2 years. And this isn't the first time I was trying to get pregnant, but at the same time, it's kind of like both of us or whatever. But either way, we were always kind of against IVF. It just seemed like, not that we're like over religious, but we just felt like we wanted God to have a say in our child. We wanted God to make our child and stuff like that. And people just kind of brought it up to us, like, these inventions and innovations and whatever, they come about for reasons, and basically to just continue praying, and if it's meant to be, it will. And our RE, which stands for reproductive endocrinologist, they told us that we have about I think she said a 60% chance of conceiving with IVF. So, and that only has a 50% success rate that ends in live birth, which I'm not sure if that's the same for everyone or if it's just for my age bracket or what. But we're trying to stay hopeful. And then we were talking today what we would do if it was multiples, because there is like a pretty good chance of multiples or whatever. But either way, we are here. You can ask us any questions. We are at the very beginning. We are actually going for our very first IVF consultation on October 20th, which is just in a couple days. If you have any questions for us as we go through the process, we'll be more than happy to answer them for you. But basically, it's kind of like we're both nervous and we don't really know what to think. But we're just going to pray and pray and pray, and if God wants us to have a baby, we will. So the only thing is, we'd like to have, we always thought, oh, we want to have like 1 to 5 kids. Everyone's like, 1 to 5, that's such a wide variety or whatever. But it's like, if I'm at least blessed with 1, I'll be the happiest person in the world. I'm already grateful to be alive, and my husband is too, but we just have this passion in our hearts to have kids. But up to 5, like, we always wanted a large family, but I say 1 to 5 because, after we have our first one, we'll see how much work it is, and I'm sure it'll be overwhelming. It always is for new parents, but yeah, it's always overwhelming for new parents. So basically, just depending on how hard it is in our financial situations, then I guess we had planned on having more. We always wanted a big family. I don't have any aunts, uncles, cousins, or anything like that. No little brothers or sisters. I'm not an only child. I have 3 older brothers, but they're so much older that like we just don't really ever talk or anything like that. So anyway, but yeah, so we just decided that we wanted to have a couple, and then we found out that we had a little bit of a setback as far as, us having to try IVF or adoption or, whatever else. So we're like, you know what, we looked into his insurance company. It turns out they cover the whole thing. I'm not sure if we have to pay a small percentage of it, but I believe, when we called up and talked to someone, they said 1 cycle. We might have to pay like certain ultrasound fees, I'm not sure. I have to call the insurance company again and find out exactly what they do provide and what they do cover. But either way, it'll definitely be like a major blessing to us, you know, if they cover even a great portion of it. Please excuse my appearance. I'm just getting over a cold. I haven't even been to work in like a week. So hopefully this doesn't affect anything. I know they said you shouldn't be sick within so many months of trying it. But our consultation is October 20th, as I just said a few minutes ago. And I think they said, as long as everything's okay with the insurance company and, we agreed to it or whatever, that we would start our process on day 1 of my next cycle, which I'm in the middle of my period now. So that should be probably sometime around the 10th of November. So I'm sure I'll be going through all kinds of hormonal treatments and stuff like that. So I get to do all that, and then I guess they start. I'm not sure when they start everything. I know a couple of you guys watching my video have probably been through it, and you guys can send us little messages saying, hey, this is how they do it or whatever. And we've been reading a lot of information online, and I have all kinds of books here. This is more for like parenting and pregnancy itself. But like I said, we're trying to be hopeful. We have a lot of hope. That's one thing that we were blessed with. That we're very hopeful, very faithful, we're dreamers. So we're dreaming for the best and acting like there's no chance of an unsuccessful IVF. I mean, I know that's, some people might say, oh, that's silly, you might get your hopes up and have them crash down in front of your face, but it's okay. Because if it doesn't work, then, we still have God, and He always loves us, so, but we really hope this does work. This would really mean the world to us. So, anyway, but, books that I have been reading for the last 2 years consist of First Time Parents. It'll be backwards with you guys, I'm not sure why. Trying to figure out it. There we go. You can tell I don't do this often. It's pretty good. It has just a lot of just different stages, and it even has different foods, and the breastfeeding and the weaning schedules, and I think this might not be the book. There was one book that was pretty cool. It showed you what your baby actually looks like at different weeks of your pregnancy. Look at this. This is pretty cool. Sorry, I know there's a glare. This is from the book I'm Pregnant. Oops, sorry. And then we have a couple other ones, but these are just the 3 that are on my bed right now because I've been reading. Obviously, baby names. Names that we like now are Troy and Adriana and Svetlana. My family's Czech, so we wanted to incorporate something European. He has a heavy interest in Germany and places like that. So we might have a very European sounding baby name. But either way, this is my first video, basically just introducing ourselves, even though my husband's not here. But if anyone has any questions or you guys want to send any support, whether it's, hey, good luck, whatever, or if you want to send us some links, some information, even your success story, we'd love to hear that. You can post your video or, post a comment, whatever. So just go ahead and write back to us anytime, and we will be back soon and record many, many more videos as we go further along from our cycle, and I'm sure we'll even record a video after our consultation on the 20th. But thank you guys. Bye!